This is the Cruise FM Out of Tune podcast with Stacey and Curtis.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is another episode of the Out of Tune podcast. My name is Stacey. This guy's name is
Curtis.
I'm always going to give you time to speak now when it comes to your own name. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. Hey, I'm along for the ride, Stacey. You're the driver here.
I try. I'm not a great driver, but we decided this week to talk about summer vacation.
Yes, we'll parallel park into our summer vacation topic, see? And we're going to run with the driving theme. I'm so many warm memories from summer vacation.
Just the June 1st switching of the calendar,
That anticipation.
quite frankly, was enough to get me going. I was like, all right, this is it. 30 days until my life changes. And
I get
everything
to
was
do
good.
nothing.
I know. Well, no. See, that's where I want to go with this conversation.
Okay.
Is because that's not always the case. What was big for you in the summer in Saskatoon when you were a kid?
The exhibition was huge. And as we discussed, it used to be the very first week of July. So that was the...
Is that what it was?
Yes, absolutely it was.
Okay.
They would come to our school and do like an exhibition presentation the last week or two to get us really excited and like really bugging our parents
Go
that we
home
need
and
to go
bug
to
your
the X.
parents.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
And it worked.
That is genius.
But my friends and
Wow.
I, that was like one of the big events of our year was we'd all go to the X together. There'd be sometimes like 3 of us, 5 of us.
Oh, nice.
And we had all these little traditions we did during elementary school when we went to the X.
Yeah.
And just those are some of the best memories. Just the dudes hanging out, right?
Dudes hanging out, being dudes, doing dude things.
Before girls ruined everything.
Right, with their
just
cooties.
just some guys playing video games there, like when arcades were still a thing.
Did they have arcades at the
They
exhibition?
did have arcades at the exhibition, yeah.
See, I never really, my parents didn't, we never got to.
Didn't do the X.
But we did sometimes do, and I grew up in Pacific Heights, so shout out Confederation Mall. Remember the mall fairs where it was like shrunken down exhibition in the Confederation Mall parking lot?
And they couldn't really put the stakes in the ground. When you look back now, you're like, how were those rides not tipping? Jesus, take the wheel.
Yeah, it's all in God's hands now. So yeah, we never really got to experience, and I shouldn't say never, it was just rare. We went to the exhibition as a family maybe like once or twice. So I didn't get to go with my girlfriends and watch them do the rides because I hate the rides.
It was freedom for us, too, because they would drop us off. And we'd be in like grade 5, 6, 7. And we'd just get dropped off,
Amazing.
and we'd have the whole day there.
Wow,
Just
that
these-
doesn't happen. Does that happen anymore?
I don't know.
10 years old? 11?
I think the X is pretty safe. It's pretty enclosed.
I just mean dropping kids off
Oh,
in
yeah,
general.
maybe. My one friend was a huge arcade lover. This is back when arcades were huge, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I don't even know what this game was called, but there would be this game where you would buy like little tokens, which were coins, about the size of a quarter. And you would drop it in the slot and it would roll down. And then there was this big like...
Oh, the pushers.
The pushers, is that what it was?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
A coin
and,
pusher.
And then it would push the coins
Yes.
forward, and there would be prizes on top, and you'd slowly move the coins forward, and they'd fall off, and then you'd use those coins to put back in the pusher.
Yes.
And there were prizes on top of this floor of coins that would slowly move forward.
Yes.
And then if you ran out of coins, you had to buy more. However, we didn't care about the prizes. We wanted the actual coins because they were the same size of coins you got at this arcade in Lawson Heights Mall. So we would spend like 5 hours just getting hundreds of these coins, filling bags, and then we would go and, I guess, essentially steal money
Yes.
from the arcade
What
in
was that
Lawson Heights
called?
Mall. It was like Silver City
Circuit City?
or something. I can't
Command
remember.
HQ.
Yes. Oh my, good job. It was 100% Command HQ.
Thank you. Circus City was in like West Edmonton Mall.
So we would go play for weeks until we got
amazing.
busted, and I was not there the day they finally got busted because we did not space it out. I think we went every
overdid
day
it.
for like 2 weeks, and
You
we're
let your
there
emotions
all
take
day,
over.
all day with never going to the front. We didn't even like go get $5
Anything.
worth of coins.
You just played
So
for
they
free.
were pretty
Suspect.
suspicious that we would be there for 5 hours a day, Monday to Friday, just playing for
How?
free. You look back, right? And I was not there the day they got busted.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, I don't think it was a huge deal, but
Oh, God. Some teenager was like, you can't be here anymore.
yeah, excuse me.
Okay, can I just very quickly sidebar about coin
Pushers?
misuse?
Okay.
My dad is a jack of all trades, mechanic, woodworker, what have you. And he had a bunch of washers. So like it looks like a flat coin, but it's got a hole in the middle, and that's what you
Yeah.
put underneath a nut.
Yep.
Tons of them just from working wherever he was working, whatever he was doing. And there were some that happened to be the exact size of a quarter. But I did not use them on arcades.
You didn't begin your life of crime early.
Guess what I used them on? The hockey puck bubble gum that was like black, pink, blue, and yellow, like on the candy machines.
Oh, so you're no better.
None.
You're no better than me.
Not at all.
Amazing.
It was, and Dad would like ration them to us. He'd be like, "Here's 10. Don't be obvious."
Yeah.
This is where you guys screwed up. But we
Yeah,
were like
act casual.
very secretive.
Act casual.
Acting casual at the old machines. So yeah, everyone's done it. Everyone's done it. Don't worry.
Yeah.
It's totally fine.
When the news broke at my friend's circle, I acted really disgusted. I said, "They were doing what, Mom?" When the phone call came.
Nice one.
I can't believe that's I'm as disappointed as everyone else. Just the one day I couldn't make it.
Right.
Because I think I had like a swimming lesson or something.
Thank God for that. Now you're just the angel boy still.
How different is it watching Summer Vacation through the eyes of a parent now? You're like, well, crap.
Yeah.
8 weeks of nothing now. What am I going to do with my child?
Well, because I was talking about it on air this morning, actually. Like, when it comes to this time of year, I know some parents who have been spending a lot of time organizing summer camps, activities, trips to the lake, what have you. Our parents, we did usually go on one vacation, but the rest of the time we spent at a babysitter daycare lady's place. So it was lots of fun because there was other kids around, and Mom would pick us up on her way home from work, so we spent our time with other people. But then when you do get to that magical age of not needing to be with anybody anymore, then your summer vacation begins to do nothing.
Yeah, you're left to your own devices.
I know.
I will say, though, summer is extra amazing in Saskatchewan because we have such bad weather for most of the year.
Oh,
like, we don't waste
100%.
a day of hot.
We live for the summers, which is unfortunate because it's like 6-ish months of...
Yeah.
And then you get 3 months of whatever, and you're like, I need this so bad.
But there's such an attitude, such a positive attitude in summer here.
Yes.
And I mean, every festival we have happens in like 5 weeks. So you just got to go. You got to hit the ground running. You got to soak in every second.
Take
If you're not at the
if
lake.
it's not raining.
Yeah. Just to go back to the exhibition, I want to tell you one of my absolute favorite core memories. Okay. So I would always go. It was always my friend Mike and I. Shout out Michael Garrett's, right? And this was one of the first years we went. His dad took us. This was before they would drop us off. So I mean, I'm probably in like grade 4, maybe grade 5. And there was this game where you would throw a football through a hole. There was like a wood with a hole in it. And his dad was the most like average looking 80s dad. If I said draw an 80s dad, you'd have drawn this guy.
Right.
I think he was like in upper management at like like grocery store.
I'm picturing it.
Right?
Yep.
So he's like, "Hey, I think I can win you a football," he says to his son. And I'm like, "Okay, here we go." And this guy just leans back, just rifles this football through the hole. Like, it doesn't even hit the rim.
Wow.
And my friend is like jumping up and down. I'm jumping up and down. And I was like, that was insane. I was like, "If I give you $2, can you win me football?" And he was like, "Okay." And
He took the money from you?
I don't know if he actually did, but he leaned back and he rifled this thing through a second time. And like, these are, I don't want to say rigged, but like very hard to win.
100%
And he
they're
is
rigged.
putting these through, not even hitting the like whatever the no rim version of this
That
game is. And then I think he won one for himself. And these are just these dumb like stuffed football you win. But I have I still remember that every time I go to the X, just being in absolute awe of this adult that just absolutely blew my mind. It was just hero.
And guess
in
how
that moment.
amazing he felt that
I
day.
know. Now I look back, I'm like, I don't have those skills.
Yeah.
And I was like, what was this guy's deal? Like, how did he have that arm and that accuracy?
Because it is common knowledge that a lot of those games are rigged. They're
100%.
off-center, the holes are smaller, the balls are bigger, whatever.
And again, I don't want to throw shade. He was just the most average.
Yeah.
He did not scream athlete. He wasn't out of shape by any means
Was
or anything.
he QB in high school, though?
I don't think so. Because you'd think if you were that precise and good at something, that would have come up in conversation. But it was just kind of a shrug. I think I can do this. Just 1, 2, I think he 3. Just not. He didn't miss a single one.
Wow.
And yeah, it was just such a moment burned into my head of being in awe of this guy's dad. And I was like, why is my dad cool like this? What's his secret? Yeah, I never looked at this guy's dad the same when he's out there barbecuing at the birthday party. I'm like, why are you here?
You should be a quarterback in the NFL.
Why aren't you throwing rockets in the CFL, dude?
Oh, man.
So shout out Jerry Garretts for giving me one of the greatest childhood moments of my
Love
life.
that. That's really sweet. Okay, so exhibition, obviously a big part for
Yep.
you. My family didn't, like I said, we kind of went to the little mall ones. I remember one year my mom finally, I begged her to go on a ride with me. And my mom is not a ride person.
Mm-hmm.
And unfortunately, we chose like the zipper version of a mall ride, which was terrible.
Yeah.
We both got so sick. My mom threw up when she got home. Oh, no. That's my core memory when it comes to like fair stuff is just my mom barfing.
You should have gone with Garrett's family.
I know.
Been completely
Women
different.
football. But we did for our family vacations is we jumped in the van and drove down to North and South Dakota. In case you're wondering and you've maybe never been, it's just like Saskatchewan, except they do have the Badlands,
Yeah.
which are like, little sub hills before the big Badlands. I don't even know.
Sure.
But we got to see Mount Rushmore
Yeah.
in South Dakota, which was pretty sweet.
And you left Canada.
We did.
That's a big thing when you're a kid.
And it kind of was because everything in the US seemed better.
Yeah.
Like, let's face it. We went to a little place called, was it Bedrock City? And it was like a mini Bedrock from the Flintstones where you could go and sit in the cars with the cement wheels and stand next to Dino's and all that kind of stuff. But we never got to do I was so jealous of my lakefront families where they got to go to the lake, or my other friend who was the Disney friend who got to actually go to Disney World when they were young. I was like, how? Why? Amazing. Oh my God. Hey kids, we're going to Bismarck again. And I was just like, seriously? Does it have to be every year? Can we change it up? Maybe a different state? I don't know. So I don't want to say I have a bad taste in my mouth because I still did get to go somewhere. Mm-hmm. It's just that it was not exciting. I wanted something flashy and amazing.
That's fair. For us, once we got over the exhibition, then it was just kind of chill. You'd sleep in a little, not a lot. And then it was already light and hot out when you got up, and the neighborhood kids would be out. But sometimes you just stay in the, as bad as it is, sometimes it's nice to just stay in the cool basement.
Oh my God, 100%.
The basement's awesome in summer.
Okay, because here's the thing. For me growing up, and I really hope my parents listen to this because actually one time my mom did say to me, because she heard something I said on air, and she's like, we were not like that. And I was like, well, beg to differ, Mom. But here's the thing. In the summer, weekends, summer vacation, we were kicked outside.
Yep. 80s kids, man.
We didn't really get a lot of let's hang out in the basement until we were probably I want to say grade 8, grade 9, because then we were old enough to not have to be as much under our parents' thumb, I want to say. But my brother and I, we had to go outside and we didn't mind. When you were young, it was amazing. You had to just rip around and do whatever you wanted. As you got a little bit older, all you did want to do was sleep in and just be in the cool house. And once we did finally get to that age where we could, then my parents produced lists. And every day on our summer vacation, I remember my mom sitting at the kitchen table
You had chores.
She's like, just looking up into the sky. Oh, yeah. Scrub the socks. Yeah, okay. Oh, weeding, watering the flowers.
Why are you ruining summer, Mom?
Come on.
That's harsh.
And I tried this morning.
What did you do to deserve that? Clearly you were underfoot.
My brother and I always said that we were born just so our parents had someone to do something for them. That's the only reason they had us. Not for love or anything like that. We were just their hired help, if you will. And so there was a lot of bitterness in the morning of just this is ridiculous. But then we had the rest of the day to do whatever we wanted, which usually amounted to eating craft dinner and watching Disney movies.
Yep. That's what I do now. It's an
know.
amazing way to
Nothing
live.
has changed. It's fantastic.
And then the landline would ring around 11 in the morning. Curtis, it's for you. Maybe one of my bros being like, hey, you want to come over? You want to go to the park today? And be like, all right, then I'm leaving. And, at grade 5, 6, you just leave the house and bye, Mom. And she'd be like, bye.
Yeah, that's true.
Ripping Marlboros. See you, sweetie.
There it is. I did have a friend, though, Tennille, if you're listening. Hello, I love you. She had a pool. And so I met her in grade 7. That was a big part of my life.
Yes.
Come grade 7, it was hanging out in her pool in the summertime. My brother tagging along because I had to sometimes. That was and a trampoline. So that was like a huge part of my summer for a really long time. Was just, going to someone else's house,
Yeah.
hanging out.
How annoying would it have been to be the one with the pool in the block?
I know, but guess what? They did it to themselves.
Yeah, they did.
You made this choice.
If you have a pool and a child, it's inevitable, right?
And our house was never the house. You know how you always
Yeah,
had someone's
yep.
house who was the house?
Yes, that 100%.
You went to their house. The mom was always there. She was the one who was giving you snacks and telling you to go home, that sort of thing.
And subtly being like, hey, why don't you kids go to the park? Because there's like 10 of you here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've reached my limit. Get the hell out of my house. Oh, man. So, yeah, North Dakota was our big thing. South Dakota. One time we drove out to BC, and that was a big adventure because BC is kind of far away.
Yeah. We did the once drive to BC as well. Yeah. Coming of age, I guess.
Everyone in the car.
I have iPads now and phones and, portable DVD players still.
Yeah.
And I ain't driving with my kids to the coast.
Really?
No.
What's funny is you say that, and like when we were younger, no electronics to keep you company.
No.
I was also the one who got car sick.
Yeah.
I never vomited, but I always felt so nauseous in our Astro minivan. And so for me, the best thing that helped was to lay on the floor. So I would put a blanket on the floor between the benches.
Yep.
No seatbelts, no
seatbelts.
worries. A nice duvet comforter on the floor and just tuck myself into this cubby and read books or,
Yeah.
I don't know.
No
sleep.
seatbelt reading in the car.
Yeah. And that
We were
was
tough.
that was a little bit of freedom, I have to say, because I had to actually, I'm like, Mom, trust me, if I sit in this bench, I'm going to barf. And so I got to tuck myself in on the floor. And that I thought was really fun. And then we used to also play, do you know those little tiny measuring tapes that you can, they're like pocket measuring tapes where you hit the button and they retract real quick?
Yeah.
We used to play fishing games with those where you'd put it over the bench and we'd have like random stuff with us and be like, oh, I'll tie this to the end of it. And then you'd fish and you'd hit the release or the retract button and something random would flip over. Like, it's a granola bar. Amazing. Or dirty Kleenex. Fun. That was our entertainment in the car.
That doesn't exist anymore.
It doesn't.
Kids don't have that. Sorry, here comes the old man yelling at clouds moment again. That happens every single
It has
podcast.
to.
But
It's required.
We just invented games out of necessity to break the boredom.
Well, 'cause
nobody came to our rescue. Nobody was like, "Oh, you're bored. Here's something to entertain you."
here's a movie to watch.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
My parents were like, "You're bored. I'm bored.
Yeah.
Who's entertaining who?" Like, and so you'd come up with these games that you played with your siblings, and those became like the cherished memories.
Well, and those are the stereotypical ones you see, though, because we all did it by word of mouth or seeing it in a movie where it was like the license plate game and the I Spy, which I still do with Fiona in the car right now, which is a very good distractor. But you had to just like wait to see a certain colored vehicle or whatever that bingo game was, where it was like, oh my God, a blue car, thank God, just to occupy our time. And that was a big drive, like Saskatoon to BC, like I think we went to Vancouver. Like that was 3 days or something.
I remember watching the Wild Things movie with my son, and not the like dirty one with like Denise Richards.
Oh, I was going to say, really?
No, the one Where the Wild Things Are. That's the one.
Yeah,
Sorry, Maurice Sadak. That's what it's actually called.
Right. Good thing you clarified.
Yeah. I've only incorrectly rented that movie like 3 times.
Oh, whoopsie.
Sorry, honey. I got the wrong one again.
Again?
All right. And there's a scene where the kid's bored. I think his mom like kicks him outside. And he's just like hitting a stick against the wall and like kicking snow. And my son was like, "What's he doing?" I was like, "Oh my God, he's killing time."
Yes.
He's bored out of his wits, so he's got this like incredible storyline and game in his mind that requires just hitting the stick against a tree or a wall.
Guess what? It's called an imagination.
Yes, that's what it is.
And you guys don't have them anymore.
No.
Because you don't need them. We also had sandboxes. Holy crap.
Yep.
Sandboxes were a big part of my life. And we had one that I swear to God was like 10 by 10. My dad went hardcore and all the kids came to our backyard for that. And in the morning, once you scooped out all the cat shit, then you started making your cities.
Yes.
Of like castles and moats and prisons and what have you. That was, I don't know, it was just such Like, it was a huge, we spent hours playing in sand. Mm-hmm. That's it.
Yeah.
A little bit of water, some pails, buckets, whatever. And we just imagined stuff happening. We built cities. We robbed banks. Like, we just did stuff like
My
that.
daughter has that with snow.
Oh, good.
She will bundle up
Yeah.
and go out and dig tunnels, and it's crazy because it still exists there for her. For whatever reason, she will go out and
do that.
play by herself in the front yard and
Yeah.
make snowmen and dig tunnels. And even I'll be like, oh geez, it's been like an hour, like I'm gonna go like help out and get involved. And she's like, no, that's good, that's fine,
Yeah.
fine, you're too big for these tunnels, like you're gonna break. I'm like, go
Please.
back inside, Dad.
Please, Dad.
Yeah.
That's so cute.
Yeah.
Because there was like the outdoor factor for us was like tag, hide and seek. Oh my God, we played so much hide and seek.
We played hide and seek at night, and this is like early high school, like grade 9, grade 10. Yeah, we would play hide and seek at night. We'd all go to the one house that we all conglomerated at that I'm
Yep.
sure his mom was not happy. And then, yeah, when it got dark, we would just play hide and seek, and we'd tear through this neighborhood
I
at
know.
night.
Just
And that was so much
relentless.
fun.
It was.
And then one week, we just never came back.
Oh, man.
That was it.
That was it. That was the end of
We had no idea that was the last day, because we played, like, that was a summer thing, too,
Yeah.
for like probably 3 summers.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We did lots of tag. We did lots of hide and seek. We would climb trees.
Yeah.
My parents had 2 massive poplars in their front yard, and that was the best because then we would like look out and be like, I can see Max Confectionery from here. Like, it was just
Mm-hmm.
super dangerous, but super fun.
Walking to the confectionery.
Yeah.
Just be like, hey, here's $2.
That's going to get me so much candy.
So much candy. $2 was like a bag of chips, a pop, and some gummies.
5-cent candies when they were less than 5 cents, weren't they? Or like, were they actually 5 cents? I don't even know anymore. Pennies?
Penny candy, Swedish
Maybe.
berries.
Oh, man.
1 cent Swedish berries.
I just remember those giant Coke bottles.
Yep.
I loved those so much.
We had a rich childhood. For us, we would go to Waskesiu every summer for
nice.
like a few days.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I loved how that place didn't change until like COVID era. Nothing changed in Waskesiu.
Yeah, those cabins were pretty much the exact same.
Yeah.
And, the
then
layout of everything.
And then I think just time and like black mold took
that
a
what took
lot
it?
of those buildings down. Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah. They had to tear down a lot of the old structures because they were full of black mold.
Yeah,
It got the Lydia's treatment.
which is not safe. That's unfortunate.
Yeah.
And yeah, like I said, we were never like my parents used to have a tent trailer. And so I
Yep.
do have some childhood memories of us going to a campground somewhere with that. And then that just came to it's like they gave it a try and they're like, it's not for us.
Yeah.
And then that was it. So it was just one little fleeting summer of my dad cursing trying to cook burgers on a hibachi on the picnic table.
Cleaning up my parents' house as they prepare to move, I just threw our hibachi away.
Oh no.
And I picked it up, and yeah, it was just like
That
memories.
sound, the smell of that fuel.
just the memories of like, this is good. It wasn't good.
no.
No.
It never was.
They'll never go back. It took you like an hour and a half to cook on that thing.
And now that I see the setup, my parents have a trailer at Chittick Lake. The setup they have for themselves now, it's glamping. Let's
Yes.
face it. There's no roughing it at all. It's literally just like all the comforts of home right at this spot.
So we would always stay at Baker's Bungalows. I don't know if it was always called Baker's Bungalows at the corner of Waskesiu.
Mm-hmm.
For whatever reason, that was where we always rented the cabins. And they have their own little confectionery there. And I was really young one year because I'd always bring my G.I. Joes when I was a kid, right?
Right.
Play on the beach, G.I. Joes. There was this little tiny inflatable boat hanging from the ceiling, and it was just some like giveaway,
Oh,
you know.
yeah.
And I was just obsessed with that. So every day I saw it, and I was like, that would be so perfect for my G.I. Joes. And then so on like the second last day, I was like, can you ask if we can buy that? And like to my mom's credit, she was like, okay. Because it was just like a promotional thing hanging
Right.
from the ceiling.
It cost them nothing.
Yeah. And she was like, hey, can I buy that for my kid? And I think they sold it to her for like $5. And she actually bought it for me. And I was so
No.
happy. But I swear to God, Stacey, until like 2 years ago, the string that it hung on was still
Intact.
in the ceiling in the corner of the baker's
Oh, no.
confectionery. And I looked at that every year, this like brown gray string. I'm like, that is
Ew.
that is the same string from like 1987 or whatever.
Wow.
And then finally, I took a picture of it and posted it on my like Facebook page. I was like, this, and I had a picture because I still have the inflatable boat.
Of course you do.
Of course I do. My child plays with it in the tub still. It still holds. It was a quality product for
Right?
$5.
Yes.
And I posted a picture of it, and then I went there that next summer, and it was gone. So I think someone was
Someone
like,
was embarrassed.
Someone, yeah, took it as a negative thing. We're like, you need to clean your store,
Whereas-
Baker.
You don't realize that they just or they don't realize they stripped your childhood in that one
they
hot second.
tore my heart out.
Some heavy feelings there.
It was. I'm very emotional because that was what we did in summer. We didn't
Yeah.
take these big trips like you talked about. I wasn't the kid that went to Disney World.
Yeah.
Took these huge elaborate. I didn't have we didn't own a cabin. I didn't have all my lake friends. My friends would go and be like, "Oh, I can't wait to hang with my lake friends for 2 months." I was like, "What are you talking about?"
What? Do you have other friends?
Right? Heartbroken. So we would go to Waskesiu for a few days, and those memories are so cherished because you'd soak in as much as you can for like 4 days. And again, nothing ever changed. So when things started to change, as I was like way an adult,
Yeah.
I was like, "That's fine." Eyes vibrating.
Yeah.
And they're like,
No
"Well,
big deal."
dude, it was full of mold. Like, people were
Health
throwing
reasons.
up after being in there
Yeah.
for a couple hours."
My
And I was like,
head hurts.
"Yeah, but."
Those are my memories, okay, that you just tore down.
Yeah.
What do you have planned for this summer now as an adult, for instance?
Great question. We are doing a family vacation back to Waskesiu
Hey, nice.
at the end of July.
Okay.
And then trying to find that balance of finding something for my daughter to do, not overwhelming.
Yeah.
And letting her hang out with her friends.
Yeah.
And letting her being online. And
Delicate balance.
Yeah, I do appreciate those options, though, that my parents don't have. As much as we complain about, our kids don't use their imagination. When she gets up and just like, "Oh, my friend's calling,"
Yeah.
and hops on her phone, and I'm like, "Oh my God."
That's
and then I
nice.
sit there and I have my coffee, and I pushed back my responsibilities for like an hour
Just so you could listen?
just so I could,
Yeah, that's so cute.
I just have my coffee, and I'm like, I hear her, she's happy, this is great.
Yeah, and that's all it takes sometimes, right? It's just like making sure that they are entertained, have something to do that makes them feel good. Because I think a lot of times when we were younger, it was like our parents made all the decisions
Yes.
of what you would do almost, right? So
Yeah.
it was like, well, I don't want to, it doesn't matter. You're going to your auntie's for the whole weekend. You're going to do that. That's what's happening. And so I think that's what's changed with us as parents at this age is like, we really want to make sure our children do enjoy the summer. And it's not necessarily leaving it up to them.
Not making them lists to scrub socks.
Yeah, or
Yeah.
do the weeding, but just making sure there's a little bit of everything, right? So with my daughter, I just was able to go to Winnipeg for the weekend with a friend. We have a lake trip for July long. We're going to go visit some family in Manitoba, do some fishing, and
Yep.
my uncle's like what's it called when you take people through the wilderness? Not a guide. There's a fancy name for it.
Explorer.
Spelunker. No, it's
Spelunker.
caves. It's a weird. I'm gonna have to figure it out. But anyway, he's just loves nature. He loves where they live, and he takes us on quads and we go exploring. So I love that we have that ability to take in a little bit of nature at the same time as having fun at the lake
Yep.
and maybe watching some more Bluey, which I'm so fine with.
Bluey is amazing.
Quite honestly, I have no problems with Bluey. And so, yeah, that's our deal for summer. And then, of course, within there, too, there's enjoying other little festivals or things that are happening. There's a block party happening with Cruise on July 16th and 17th over at Hudson's.
Yeah.
That's going to be a great time. So those random little weekends, too, where you don't have something.
My daughter and I will be there,
Yeah, nice. You bring your G.I. Joes?
right? I'll bring the boat, the Kodiak boat. I'm just gonna go back this summer and put a string back up. Because how
should.
dare they? How dare
hang
they?
the boat back up there. You should.
That was always like, maybe that's how it ends.
Yeah.
That's how the story of the boat ends.
And you say goodbye.
When my daughter doesn't need it in the bathtub anymore,
There you go.
I'll
Return it.
hang it back up.
And then the new staff will be like, oh my God, where the hell did this boat come from?
Yeah, because I'm sure it's changed hands like 7 times.
Yeah, probably.
But I envision like, old man Baker coming out with his cane and being like, "Oh yeah, the boat.
There it is.
Thank you.
The Kodiak.
Thank you.
I can die happy.
Circle of life. It's back. I never should have sold it." And I'll be like, "Well, don't you worry. I gave it a good life in Baker's Bungalows."
Baker's Bungalows. And scene.
Rosebud.
Oh, man. Okay, well, that is...
Doesn't everybody think like that?
I think they should. We'd have much more enriched lives if we all did.
Right.
It is the last week of school for kids, so that's kind of why we chose to talk about summer holidays. And
Shout out to
vacations.
grads.
Shout out to grads.
Shout out to
who
grads.
are
My
doing
niece
their
Ashlyn
thing.
graduated last night. We're all very
Amazing.
proud of her.
Going to high
grade
school?
12. No.
End of grade 12.
End of grade 12.
Wow.
Yeah.
Fiona just finished kindergarten and was very upset that there was no ceremony to pass her along to grade 1, but that's totally fine, kid.
Yeah.
We never had that, so Get used to it. But anyway, yeah, have a great summer. We are still going to be doing this, of course, you and I. But,
This never takes vacation.
We never take a break. We
No.
work all the time. Except for this Friday, I won't
I
be
am
here.
technically on holidays right now,
You
Stacey.
are.
I have today off. And you're like, what day can you record? I was like, well, I'm gone till Thursday. You're like, how about Tuesday? And I said, okay, Stacey.
Because you're a gem buddy. Okay, we'll
Say a
talk.
gym buddy?
A gem?
Oh, okay. I was like,
Buddy.
are we? Let's go.
I do not do the gym.
Let's go do some cardio. It's Cardio Tuesday.
No, thank you.
Leg day, Stacey.
Oh, God.
Let's go.
Anyway, until next week, we'll talk to you later.
Bye.
Thanks for listening to the Cruise FM Out of Tune podcast. Check back for new episodes wherever you get your podcasts or at cruisefm.com.